Good afternoon and welcome to Mindfulness Moment. Creating the little space in our bodies, creating a little space in our minds so that we can open ourselves up is part of the mindfulness practice. And we go into this practice beginning with our breath. So go ahead and drop your chin down to your chest and take some breaths here. Just fill up. As you do that, you can bring the breath in through your nose. Keep your head down. You can lift your shoulders up and then let them roll back and down and away. Just trying to create some space at the top of the shoulders. Just keep breathing like that. Chin is down to your chest. Good. Next time you inhale, go ahead and lift your arms to the sky so you get nice and tall here. Breathing in through your nose, opening, and again, some space. Feel the space being generated just by the movement of your breath, coming into your spine, opening yourself up. Take a deep and clear breath in, and then turn and twist to the left side. Your right hand can rest down onto your thigh, and lean back into this. Again, the idea being to just open up, to create some space. So start to lift your shoulders, lift your chin, your head and neck relax, and deep breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. On your next in-breath, lift the arms back up. Again, some space here. You feel the stretch through the sides of your ribs and turn and twist to the opposite side. Shoulders are widening. There's the space from side to side. You might feel the shoulders moving down the back. Keep the flow of your breath. Space. Good. Come back up to the center. Reach your arms all the way up, all the way up. And now slip the hands back behind you. Right? So if you're in your chair, you can just extend your legs forward and out. If you're on the ground, same thing. Forward and out. The soles of the feet are down onto the ground. And then go ahead and lean back. This time, inhale through your nose, chin lifts, and exhale. Drop the breath out through your mouth as your chin drops down to your chest, and keep moving like this. Inhaling, filling up. Space, right? Belly and ribs and chest empty. As you exhale, try to relax into that space that you create in the body. Inhale, rising up. Breath is full, fluid. Exhaling, emptying, emptying, emptying. One more time. Inhaling, up, up, up you go. If you're on the ground now, you might lift your hips off the ground. So you give a nice stretch into your arms. If you're in your chair, you can lift the pelvis off the chair if it's safe for you to do that. Just open up. Good. Go ahead and come back down into your seat. We're going to meet now on the ground. Everyone can come down there if that's appropriate for you. If not, you can do this standing as well. I'm putting a blanket underneath my knees, so a little comfort there. And we're going to start to create space in the spine now with movement and breath. So inhaling, you go forward. Your hands are just right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. It's a tabletop position. And move and breathe. Here you are. Again, with the mindfulness practice being on the creation of space. Space in your lower back. Feel that. Opening up space in the front of the chest and the shoulders. Feel the space maybe in the hinge of your jaw. Can you start to relax there? And just moving and breathing. Intentional about the breath. In through your nose and right back out through your nose. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to circle around now. You can move into your hips. Nice. So go to one side. Again, all this movement generated to create length, to create openness in the body, the muscular body. Feel it. Even in the just kind of the emotional body as well, giving yourself a little bit of space, right, to experience whatever it is that you're experiencing. A little space around it. Deep breathing in and out. And then let's take a rest here. If you're standing, you can just come to a forward bend. You're on the ground, pull your hips back and walk your hands forward. You can stack your fists one on top of the other so you rest your forehead there and just relax into this space in the lower back. I often hear this, especially this culture. We sit a lot, right? We sit a lot. So just let the lower back area open and expand. And you can do this again just by inviting the breath to flow into the body. Nice and full with your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Stretch and breathe. This is a nice hot summer day. We can slow things down a little bit. This heat is quite natural for the body. And how can you create the space? With your breath. Go ahead and you can crawl your hands forward now. Stretch. Put the knees underneath you. You're on the ground and you want to come up and lift your hips up towards the sky. You can come into a downward facing dog shape, or you just come to a standing forward bend. Do the practice that is right for you this day. Again, the space. Let's start with the hips, the legs a little bit wider than your hips. Let your arms dangle down and then sway the body from side to side. Let go, let go. Now we can work towards space in the back of your legs. Again, knees can be bent a bit, pulling your hips back so that you open that lower back area. Let the head and neck relax. Using your breath, go ahead and slowly and mindfully roll yourself all the way up. So you come up to a upright standing position. Let the arms float forward. They come right out of your shoulders. And then lift your arms to the sky and then just keep stretching here. You can turn your palms towards one another and lift and expand and open and breathing in. Shake your head yes, no. Turn the palms forward and up and over to the left side you go. Big stretch, side body here. Push down through the left sole, or the right sole of your foot, and push out into that right hip a bit. Find the breath. Come back up to the center. Grab the opposite arm and go up and over to the other side. So your breath is moving and full, and now the side body is opening to all of this space that you create. A little bend in that left knee and push out into that left hip. Come back up to the center. Take the arms out to the side. Your palms are facing up now. Your palms are facing up. And we'll take up some space. So step your feet wide. Step your feet wide. Very stable in your foundation. And then turn and twist to the right. Keep your arms, shoulders height. So just turn and twist to the right side, nice and long here. Opening up. Your gaze can stay forward though. It'll be over your left shoulder. Lots of breath. Open the arms wide. Come back to the center. Come back to the center. Go to the other side. So you're turning and twisting. Your gaze stays centered and forward over that right hand and widen, widen, widen through the top of your chest. Come back to the center. Keep all of this length. Bend your knees, come out into a half forward bend. So you're just coming down. The chest is parallel with the ground. As you exhale, the fingertips drop towards the ground. If they don't make it there, you put your hand on your shin. And then take that right arm up, up, up to the sky. So lifting, twisting. Bring your right arm way forward, so much so that it might even touch the ground. And then lift that right arm back up to the center. We're creating space in the joint now. Take that right arm back behind your hip. Come back up to the center. Deep breathing. Sorry about that. Keep breathing. Back over towards your hip and then back up through the center. Let your head hang heavy and just release. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Good. Use your breath and come up halfway. Come up halfway. Arms way out to the side so you're very spacious. And then inhale all the way up. Arms reach to the sky. Again, bring them right in line with your shoulders. Step your feet maybe even a little bit wider this time. Turn and twist to the left side. So open up. So really wide, really wide. And notice where your hips go in this. Feel the legs really strong on the ground. Come back to the center. Up and over to the other side you go. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Good, come back up to the center. Use your breath. You're going to go down halfway. So bend if your knees, pull your hips way, 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 way back. Nice. This time it is the right hand that is down on the ground or down to your shin. Left arm goes up, up, up to the sky. So long, spacious twist in your spine. Left arm goes forward, reach it way forward. Your fingertips might drop to the ground. Inhale, lift that left arm back up. Take it back behind you towards that left hip. And then back up to center. Nice full breath. Forward again you go. Come back up to center. And this time, both hands are down. Relax into this wide-legged forward bend. This wide-legged forward bend. And relax down. Here, now, you can start to stretch through the inner thighs. So I'm going to bend my left knee, straighten the right leg. Sorry, bend the left leg and straighten the opposite leg. Feeling your breath there. Sorry, just going one side to the other. One side to the other. Open and spacious in your breath. Good. Heel toe the feet so that they come back underneath you. Relax into the head and neck and then gently rise back up. Slow and steady coming up. Find that space. Float your hands together, but just the tips of your fingers. Now, just the tips of your fingers. Hover the tips of your fingers right in front of your chest. Take a deep and clear breath in. Keep the tips of the fingers reaching, just lightly touching as you lift the arms up over your head. And then keep that same mudra as you go down. You're taking a forward bend, very traditional kind of sun salutation. Release into it. Relax your hands now. Bring your hands onto your shins and really work the length of your spine. So you're coming out to a flat back. Nice and strong and forward. Good. Put your hands now on top of your thighs and let's cat and cow the spine here. So remember the theme of this day is just space in the body. Let's create some space maybe at the tops of your shoulders. Step your feet out a little bit wider. Shrug your right shoulder to your left knee. Come back up. And then go to the other side. So we get space in the whole body, right? In the muscles of the body, in the joints of the body, right? Trying to open ourselves up. Mostly through our day, we're not quite so aware of the body's movements and parts. So this is a time that we can come to it, right? We come to it and then gently, again, come up slow. Good. You can heel toe your feet back underneath you. Again, tense your fingers. So the tips of your fingers are just hovering right here at your chest. And keep that. I'm going to step myself forward so I have a little bit more space. And then I'm going to step that left foot back and out to the side. So nice and strong here in the foundation. Fingers keep hovering there and then start to bend the front leg. Start, the front knee is bent. The back leg is nice and straight. Take the arms out to the side and you're nice and spacious. Take the hands back behind you and see if you can find the tips of your fingers back there, right behind the body. Open up through the chest, lift up, and then we'll flow forward. Go slow to do this. You're undulating your spine on the way down. Head drops towards your knee, arms lift, and then gently come back up. Strength and the length in the body, flowing forward. Empty, 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 exhaling. Inhaling, rising back up. Nice and full. One more time. Exhaling, going down, going down, going down. Use your breath. And inhale, lift yourself right back up. Nice. Release your hands. Put your hands to your hips and take a moment to heel toe that back foot in. Take a minute there. This is creating space at the bottom of your foot, right? Opening yourself up. Good. Stand tall for a moment. Close your eyes and just check in. So feel that whole left side body. Might feel a bit different. Maybe perhaps a little bit more spacious on that left side. Good. Tense your fingers. Love this mindfulness practice is about focus. So we're here now. That's a way of creating space in the beautiful mind, right? Step the right foot back. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. The thumbs are hovering here at your chest, very focused. And then start to bend the front knee. Back leg is nice and strong and straight. See how much breath you can fit into your body here, just flowing in and out. Take the arms out to the side. Find the tips of your fingers again. So you're holding space back here. Chest is open. Front knee stays bent. And make sure it's not trying to pull inward. It might be trying to tug in. You can turn it out and then flow forward, undulating your spine. Arm is lifted to the sky. Arms are lifted. Inhale, come back up. Slow and steady. Beautiful. Exhale. The body loves this for space creation, right? Just turning things upside down a bit. Releasing. Inhale, rising back up. And once more, exhaling down, down, down you go. And inhaling, lifting yourself, and coming right back up. Nice. Release your hands forward and then heel toe that back foot in, that back foot in. Standing again, nice and tall. Feet are a little bit wider than your hips. Turn your palms forward and here now. Okay. That's the space in the body. Inhale, sweep the arms up, lean back. Started with awareness here of our breath. Exhale, flow forward, long spine as you go down. Creation of space. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, go back down in towards the earth. Inhale, rise back up, reaching your arms all the way to the sky. Palms meet. Exhale, your hands here to your heart. Just close your eyes for a moment. Nice and full with your breath. Shake out your hands, shake out your legs a bit. Coming into a chair, so you might grab a chair for this. I like to do this hip work in the chair. It's a good reminder that we can do this pretty much any time during the day and talk about creation of space. This is a place that sometimes gets very bound up when we sit a lot in our chairs. So feet are rooted underneath you. And we'll start again just by a flow. Up and back, undulation of your spine. You're going forward and you're going back. You're going forward and you're going back. Bring your hands to the seat of the chair and simply lift your right knee up into your chest. So lift the right knee into your chest and then kick that leg forward. Kick that right leg forward. Drop the heel down onto the ground. Lift the leg back up. Bend the knee so you have a bent right knee. And you're going to lower it very slowly. Go 1, 2, 3. Lower it down. Inhale, lift that leg right up. The knee comes to your chest. Exhale, slow. 1, 2, 3. Do this again. Inhale, up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Feel a little work in that hip. Inhale, up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Inhale, up, up, up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Lift the leg up, extend the leg forward, and then drop that right heel down onto the ground. Sit up a little bit taller. Your hands are back behind you, shoulder blades are together, and then hinge forward any amount. Be careful of your chair. If it's a rolling chair, I'm hanging on to mine. Lift through the chest. You're leading with the chest. Here's the space we're creating in the back of the leg, in the lower back area. Eventually, you can let your head drop down here and you breathe in and you breathe out. Take another breath, fill up, and then gently rise back up. Bring that right foot onto the ground, so nice and tall. Lift the left knee up into your chest. Kick the leg forward. Lower it down onto the ground. Lift that leg back up. Bend your knee up into your chest, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3. So you go down in 3 parts. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. And keep going with that. Inhale up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. This one doesn't seem to be coming up as much. I'm a little tighter on the side. Lift that leg, right? Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Once more. Inhale up. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. You inhale up, hug the knee in, extend that leg forward, and lower the heel down onto the ground. So nice and tall. The space is being created here through the top of the thigh, through the back of the thigh, and then there's a hinge forward any amount. And keep coming. Those of you who've been working with this mindfulness practice, you may recognize that maybe go and maybe a micro a millimeter forward, just a little bit more space, a little bit more space in the body. It takes time and patience, and most importantly, it takes breath, right? Use your breath, a peaceful entry into it. Go ahead and come back up. Drop that left foot down onto the ground. Let's take the feet out nice and wide. So there's open space in the body. And energize a bit. So my feet are down. The legs are working pretty clearly. The core is working to lift myself up and out. Take the arms out to the side. So you're nice and spacious. You're going to drop your left forearm on top of your left thigh and take that right arm way up and over. So this is like a seated, extended side angle. You might spin your chest up towards the sky. A nice deep breath in. Come back to the center. Reach your arms out to the side. It's nice and full. Draw your shoulder blades together again, about in space. The forearm comes down, that right forearm, and then that left arm goes way up and over. Spin the chest, right? The arm bone is moving back behind your head. Your chest is open. Breath is nice and full. And come back up to the center. Come back up to the center. Find the tips of your fingers here. The tips of your fingers. Lift the arms right up over your head. And then gently bring the hands through the midline, over your nose, your mouth, and here to the throat. Nice. Nice full breath. Good. Shrug your shoulders. Heel toe your feet in. And now let's prepare to create some space, right, in our bodies. We moved a little bit. Now we're going to come to a seat of meditation. This is also another beautiful way, right, to bring a little calm and space into your day. So prepare your seat nice and well. I'm going to sit down on the ground. But you can sit back against something, right, if you're working at home here today, wherever in your office. Get to a place that you can feel like you're comfortable seated upright. So we did a little work with the hips to stretch the hips out. So I feel pretty good in this easy seat. And take a moment to figure out what your seat is going to be. And then we'll start, again, with this idea of space today. The palms can be nice and open, and then let the palms just rest on your thighs. The fingertips can relax. They might start to just naturally curl towards one another. But here, right, the space that you've created in your spine, this nice, strong, upright spine. And now the rest of the body just relaxes. Right? Just relaxes around this strong, upright form. You can bobble doll your head a bit. Notice if the idea, even of stillness, brings something up for you, right? Just notice that. And the invitation is for us, even if the mind distracts us as we start to prepare this meditation seat, kind of the first thing that happens is I adjust my shirt, or there might be a little itch that's calling out to you. See if this day you can release and kind of resist that and just invite some space to it. And I promise you, the sensations, that kind of invitation to move will dissipate rather quickly. So this is a practice that we come to just be here in awareness. So situate yourself in the stillness physically. Just connect to your breath. It's an amazing tool for us to stay here in openness, in spaciousness. Just observe how the breath enters the body and moves. The lungs expand and open to accommodate that space, that light flowing into the body. Just here. And invite your awareness to stay focused on the space. Space in your spine, the space right there in the palm of your hands. Let the space right between the eyebrows, the third eye center, just notice. Light and spacious. And notice where the thoughts take you. They may be sneaking in now to try to distract you, to take you on to the next task. Or maybe the thoughts are inviting you to fall back to something that happened yesterday, or a few years ago. Maybe the mind, all of this space is filling up with possibility, things that could happen maybe in the future. And just recognize the beautiful mind and its work. And back to this moment and this space, the spaciousness that you're cultivating in this moment. That space is created simply by being willing to invite the stillness. Back again and again to your breath. Bring your focus and attention to the palm of your hands. Invite that breath right there. Spaciousness, openness. Go ahead on your next in-breath. Again, the tips of your fingers just touch very lightly. You can hover your thumbs right in front of your heart center. Take a moment to sit in gratitude for your healthy body, for taking this time, this mindfulness moment, break in your day. Take a deep and clear breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and let that gratitude out. Send it out into the world. We do this practice for the benefit of all beings. Take a deep breath in. You keep your hands as they are, and there's lots of space right there, up over your head. You're strong and steady. As you exhale, your fingers float right here in front of your forehead, and you can see here. Take a deep and clear breath in. As you exhale, your fingers rest here in front of your lips. Here, you can speak. Spaciousness, light. Take a deep breath in and bring your hands here to your heart. And there's a deep knowing of openness, of calm. Take a deep breath in and namaste to you all. Thank you so much for the privilege and honor of guiding you through this mindfulness moment practice this day. If you have any questions, please send them along. You can send them to me or to Caitlin, or suggestions for us. I wish you a beautiful day, great rest of your week. Maybe invite some spaciousness, clearing off your desk or opening up space in your life. So whatever that looks like for you, thank you again for the privilege of guiding you this day. So, namaste.